We remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Happy holidays from WNKY MeTV 40. The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here for News 40 at noon. Today is Friday, December 15th. I'm Tommy Modesto. I'm going to send it straight on over to weather anchor Noah Moore for a check of your forecast. Noah, how's it looking out there?
It's looking beautiful out there here in South Central Kentucky. We are seeing mainly temperatures into the mid to low 50s out here throughout most of our area. Here in Scottsville, 57 degrees, Brownsville, 56, and Munfordville is at a nice warm 54 degrees. Further up to the north in our northern communities, Hardinsburg, 46. Litchfield 55, Calhoun is at a nice warm 54 as well. But taking a look out in our western communities such as Madisonville, 58 degrees, same thing with Greenville, and then Elkton we are seeing warm temperatures into the low 50s as well. Now as we go take a look at your clouds and radar, as you see most of the clouds are starting to move out the way and burn out as the sun moves in the area. But as we go throughout the rest of the evening, we could continue to have a little bit more clouds possibly begin to move their way in from the west, giving us all these warmer temperatures. Now, once again, another look at your temperature map. Most of us are seeing temperatures into the mid to upper 50s, and some of us could possibly be lucky enough to see temperatures into the low 60s. Back to you.
Thank you, Noah. Now to our top story, as the Bowling Green Police Department needs your help in finding the suspect to an ongoing murder investigation. Take a look at your screen. This is Malcolm Jones. He was indicted Wednesday, according to police, in connection to the July death of Ayanna Morgan. On July 23rd of this year, BGPD got a call about an assault in progress. When they arrived, they found Ayanna with several wounds from at least one gunshot. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she later died. Malcolm's twin brother, Malik Jones, was arrested on October 12th by U.S. Marshal Service in Detroit, also in connection to this case. BGPD are now asking if you see this man, call 911 or the Bowling Green Police Department at 270-393-4000. And 2 people are now dead, and 1 is in the hospital after an industrial accident in Kenton County. The hospitalized worker was conscious when they were transported. Only 1 of the bodies has been recovered. Authorities believe that the other body is inside a nearby sewer system. A rescue and search team is there now working to recover the other body. News 40 will continue to update you as we know more. And the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife set up 5 survey zones in western Kentucky after a deer near the Tennessee-Kentucky state line was found infected with chronic wasting disease. Since those zones were set up in 2021, no sign of the disease showed up in Kentucky until this season. Chronic wasting disease is a neurological disease that is 100% fatal in infected deer. The most concerning thing about this disease is that the incubation period is as long as 16 months, meaning a deer could look perfectly fine throughout the year. If you happen to see a deer acting strangely or looking sickly, Fish and Wildlife ask that you notify them immediately. And in the first Team Kentucky address in his second term as governor, Andy Beshear is touting major successes for the Commonwealth. Beshear says in the past 4 years, they have been the best for Kentucky's history for the private sector investments that they've done, creating more than 50,000 Kentucky jobs. Beshear attributes a big part of the Commonwealth's success to landing the 2 largest economic development projects in the state's history, the 2 new electric vehicle battery plants in Hardin and Warren counties.
Combined, these 2 projects will create over 7,000 new Kentucky jobs and are nearly $8 billion in new investment in our Commonwealth. They've also cemented our place as the EV battery production capital of the United States of America.
Bowling Green's AESC electric vehicle battery plant is scheduled to be complete in early 2025. And Orchestra Kentucky is back from the biggest performance in their 25-year history, playing at the gubernatorial inauguration of Governor Andy Beshear. The professional orchestra was able to play in the Capitol Rotunda in Frankfort alongside all of the pomp and circumstance that is brought with the election. They played a medley of songs from American composers to celebrate the inauguration. Director Jeff Reed says the Rotunda brought its own challenges.
Playing in the Capitol Rotunda is a very different experience for us. It's a really glorious place. The acoustics aren't the best in the world, but just the setting is really inspirational.
Director Reed also says that the performers were happy and honored to be given the opportunity to play at the inauguration. And students at the Bowling Green Montessori School continued a 15-year tradition by making their way across downtown BG to serenade a few local businesses, including WNKY News 40 with Christmas carols. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey has more for this week's Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
The students at the Montessori school, together with some of their teachers, made their way across downtown, popping into a few businesses to spread Christmas cheer.
Every year we have our kindergartners and we practice singing songs, and we just pop into businesses around town on the square and just sing to them and pass out candy canes.
I caught up with one of the students at the school who told me a little about his day of caroling in downtown Bowling Green.
What's it like to come out and do some caroling today?
Good.
Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part so far?
Going to Mellow Mushroom.
One local business, back down south, got a big surprise when Santa showed up to surprise the kids while they were visiting.
No, I had no idea Santa was coming. I mean, the biggest surprise. I mean, I think all the kids were so surprised too. No, big shock.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
Over 40,000 children have been reached across the entire state of Kentucky, all by one organization based right here in Warren County. Kids on the Block take child-sized puppets to act out skits for children. It's a way to connect with kids and spread awareness about child abuse prevention, fire safety, and many more conversations that aren't normally talked about. This learning experience is more than just children learning. It's also giving children the chance to speak for themselves.
This really gives children a voice. It tells them what they can do to help stop whatever situation that they're in or to prevent something in the future. Even with our child abuse prevention program, it is preventative. However, we do have children that disclose abuse after seeing our program.
Kids on the Block is always ready and willing to spread knowledge and create an avenue for children to express themselves. For details on how you can support, you can visit our website. That's WNKY.com. And some kids on free lunch programs face a difficulty over school breaks. Their families might struggle to feed them. A fifth grade teacher in Louisville is taking on that problem. Addie Miners reports on his fundraising campaign to provide holiday meals.
Well, if I give you one $100 bill, how much money do you have? 100.
Michael Epperson is a fifth grade math teacher at Rutherford Elementary.
Shout them out.
40, 50. At Rutherford, more than 80% of students are on free or reduced lunch. So to make sure his students have enough to eat over the holiday break, Epperson took to social media.
Made a post just kind of explaining our situation at Rutherford and just asked for any and all donations, and everyone started sharing it and spreading the news and just been getting donations left and right.
Friends and even strangers commented saying they wanted to help. And Epperson says before he knew it, he had more than $7,000 in donations.
It really shows that everybody cares about these kids, not just people at the school, but, you know, everybody around.
Epperson and the staff at Rutherford bought enough food for all 445 students and their families, including chicken and fish, vegetables, fruits, and snacks. They also purchased household items and even board games. Families have been coming to pick up their care package for the past several days.
It's actually something that I really needed, and I really appreciate it.
Marilyn Catan has 6 children, 3 of whom attend Rutherford. Catan says without this generous donation, she was going to have to take her kids to a local church for meals over the break. But now they can enjoy holiday meals at home.
I say thank you. Some of my Christmas America. I appreciate it.
It makes me feel accomplished. Makes me feel like I'm actually making a slight difference in these kids' lives.
0 + 0.
Coming up next on News 40 at noon, a breakthrough at the International Climate Conference could change the way our world looks. We'll see why conservationists say the fight isn't over just yet. Plus, weather anchor No More will have a full check of your forecast and your Money Watch report. That's next.
This December, Kelly's All New. This is dangerous. I do not need another dog.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
The Tops are going bowling, and News 40 is bringing you the action. Follow us on social media for all-day coverage leading to the game. And watch News 40 Sports at 5, 6, and 10 for highlights from Charlotte. WKU Bowl coverage powered by Jago Homes.
Our Green Mountain grills are almost as smart as the person who buys it. Find it all in Aqualand. Visit our new showroom on Campbell Lane.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
Coming up next week on News 40 Sunrise, find out the inside scoop on a documentary hitting the Capitol Theater.
Plus, see where our very own Tommy Modesto is off to in our upcoming Tommy on the Town.
These stories only on News 40 Sunrise.
Because local matters.
Something happens to Santa when he ends up on Miss Claus' naughty list.
A spanking. A spanking.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything.
The stakes are high. The clock is ticking.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on WNKY, NBC 40.
Coca-Cola has recalled nearly 2,000 cases of Diet Coke, Sprite, and Fanta Orange because they could contain foreign material. The recalled 12-packs were sold in Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi. Coca-Cola says the recalled soda has been pulled from store shelves, but customers who may have the recalled products at home are urged to throw them out. Good news for prospective home buyers. Mortgage rates dropped below 7% for the first time since August. The cost of a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage has dropped for 7 straight weeks now after hitting a 23-year high in October. Rates are expected to keep dropping as the Federal Reserve signals interest rate cuts next year. And while Santa's house at the North Pole is not for sale, you can take a look at it on Zillow. The real estate website is offering an AI-powered tour of Kris Kringle's digs that includes a virtual treasure hunt. According to Zillow, Santa's 2-bedroom, 2-bath home is worth nearly $1.2 million. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
The Arctic region failed its annual health checkup this year. This summer, the Arctic was the warmest on record. NOAA scientists examined the Arctic's vital signs between October 2022 and September of this year. They looked at changes in sea ice volume, snow cover, air and ocean temperatures, and much more. The results show the vast and typically frozen northern biome saw temperatures hit a record 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and sea ice continued its shrinking trend. These changes threaten the lives of animals and people living in the region, particularly indigenous communities who have long relied on living off of the frozen landscape. The Arctic report card comes as scientists already reported 2023 will officially be the hottest year on record. And a breakthrough at the International Climate Summit in Dubai known as COP28. An agreement to tackle the climate crisis is being hailed as both historic and not enough. Ben Tracy has those details.
There was a lot of clapping because for the first time in nearly 30 years of UN climate summits, nations agreed to tackle the root cause of the climate crisis: fossil fuels. The final agreement calls for transitioning away from fossil fuels and accelerating action in this critical decade. Emissions from coal, oil, and gas are rapidly heating the planet, but until now, fossil fuels had been the unwritten F words, never actually named in one of these summit agreements. Tougher language calling for a fossil fuel phase-out was blocked by major oil exporters, including Saudi Arabia.
The message coming out of this COP is we are moving away from fossil fuels. We're not turning back. That is the future.
But that is not the present. The world is producing more fossil fuels than ever, and planet-warming emissions are going up, not down. This is the hottest year in recorded history, and the impacts of climate change are getting worse, from deadly heat waves to stronger storms and rising seas. The new agreement calls for tripling renewable energy worldwide by 2030 in order to use less fossil fuels.
Do you think what everyone has agreed to here will actually meaningfully address the climate crisis?
Was this enough? No, of course it's not enough.
Climate scientist Catherine Hayhoe.
This is one step along the journey that is not about saving the planet. The planet will be orbiting the sun long after we're gone. This is a journey towards saving us.
But this agreement, while historic, is also non-binding. It's a promise enforced by international peer pressure. What matters now is what nations actually do. The U.S. supports transitioning away from fossil fuels, but is also currently the world's largest oil producer.
All right, let's bring in weather anchor Noah Moore for a full check of our forecast. And Noah, it is yet another beautiful day out there. Not a cloud in the sky, it seems.
No, not a cloud in the sky. Almost clear blue skies all throughout South Central Kentucky. It's a very beautiful day to the start of the weekend. And it's a really good Friday overall. We are going to continue to stay on the warm trend up until maybe next week for the start of the week for Monday. And that's when we can see temperatures diving down into the mid-40s. So it's going to actually feel like December, but then after that, that's when we're going to slowly, gradually warm up into the mid-50s or so. But let's take a look outside right now. Most of us are mainly seeing temperatures still fairly nice and warm, but taking a look at your clouds and radar, most of us are seeing, or all of us are seeing very nice conditions to start off the day today. Not a cloud in the sky, not even a small little shower, not even anything in our weather in our part of the world. But as we take a look outside from our live cam presented by AAA Systems, we have a very beautiful scene all across South Central Kentucky and all of downtown. You can definitely start seeing all the very deep blue skies and just a few higher level clouds out there. But other than that, we are mainly dealing with very good conditions. Now with our temperatures, they are pretty kosher as well. We are seeing temps into the mid to upper 50s. 57 degrees is our current temperature in downtown Bowling Green. And then our winds are mainly coming out of the southeast or southwest around 3 miles an hour. Humidity is at 36% and our dew point is it's starting to climb up there just a little bit, but it's still fairly dry at 30 degrees. Temperatures right now all across the region. Most of us are seeing temps into the mid to upper 50s. Gamelia 57, Glasgow 57.2, Munfordville 55, Litchfield 56, and then Hartford 59 degrees. So they're almost at that 60-degree mark. And then Greenville, that's where we are seeing temperatures into the upper 50s. Winds are picking up just a little bit, almost around 10 miles an hour throughout parts of Hopkinsville and Elkton. But overall, they are going to be pretty cooperative today. Now here's a look at your clouds and radar further on off to the west. This is what I'm saying earlier. This is why we could still have some clouds continue to move into the area. But as long as this high pressure system is here, it will continue to dominate our atmosphere. But also we are mainly seeing off to our west our next storm system moving through the area and throughout parts of the mid-south too. But that will just give us some really beneficial rain. Now here's a look at your 7-day forecast. As we go into Saturday and Sunday, that's where we can still have temperatures still fairly nice and warm into the 50s, 58 degrees by Saturday. But as we go into Monday and Tuesday, that's when we are going to have temperatures into the mid-40s at 45 degrees and 44 on Tuesday. But look at those sunny conditions throughout most of next week as we go into time. Now, it's time to announce the winners of this week's Soki's Birthday Club, and the winners are Sailor Bochinsky and Tori Mashburn. You can sign up for Soki's Birthday Club by visiting WNKY.com/birthday. Now, let's wish our friends a happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
Hello, I'm Phil Sanders, and I'm the speaker on In Search of the Lord's Way. I'm here each week with a Bible-based message relevant to these troubling times. We're here through the generous support of several churches of Christ in this area, and they'd love to have you visit them and attend their Bible classes and worship assemblies. Please, won't you join us this week?
Join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Way.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody...
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, there's only one thing you need to do. Call 800-800-4600. We stand up to the insurance company for all the money you deserve. Call 800-800-4600. We know how to turn low insurance offers into big settlements. Call 800-800-4600. When you need a lawyer, ask anyone in Kentucky. They'll say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, News 40 Sunrise Way. I'm waking up my day, WNKY. Yeah, when you want the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day, the News 40 Sunrise Way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40, because local matters.
This December, Kelly's All New.
It's a brand new day, and I can't stand to wipe the sands of sleep away from my eyes. Waking in the mist like a foggy demon, cascade to my grave. Hope's the thought that brought the light of reason. And though I try and treat them good, my friends keep leaving. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, doused in flames, I remain artist speechless.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstone of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
Ho, ho, ho! Time to go to Hobbytown. Hobbytown has teamed up with Horizon Hobby to bring you some spectacular radio control gifts this holiday season. Choose from a large selection of action-packed models from the best brands for adventures you can have right at home. Everything you need is in one box. Easy to buy, easy to give. Find RC to put under the tree at Hobbytown. 2345 Russellville Road.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we've got a look at the last Titans game, a preview of the next Titans game on the Mike Vrabel Show presented by SeatGeek. Come hang out with us.
Watch the Coach Mike Vrabel Show Sunday mornings on WNKY CBS 40. The Tops are going bowling, and News 40 is bringing you the action. Follow us on social media for all-day coverage leading to the game, and watch News 40 Sports at 5, 6, and 10 for highlights from Charlotte. WKU Bowl coverage powered by Jago Homes.
I'm reporter Carlisle Coppins, and it's now time for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. And today we have Ranger. He's 1 year old, and his birthday is on Christmas. He's also a cat lover, so if you have a cat that loves dogs, he is the dog for you. He's a counter surfer, so definitely gotta watch your counter space, but he's excited, he's so lovable, he loves to sit, and he can do other tricks. So come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and adopt Ranger today.
There's Ranger. He's such a cute boy, isn't he? And snack-driven, as always.
Yeah.
I mean, who isn't?
All dogs are, I'm assuming. But just look at him. Look at him. Look at those ears. Look at those eyes, though.
He is so sweet.
So obedient, too. Look
Knows
at
some
that.
tricks, too. Knows how to shake. And, oh, gosh, if you're looking to add a new family member today, be sure to adopt Ranger today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. And, all right, Noah, I was talking with Darius about this yesterday. I got to ask you, we had carolers in here. What's your favorite Christmas caroling song? Mine's Jingle Bells, personally, but
I don't know. I would go with Jingle Bells.
That's a good one. Are we gonna have some good weather though for this weekend?
Yes, we are gonna have kind of some good weather. Now, when I say kind of, everybody in the viewing area is gonna see some good beneficial rain as you're taking a look at your 7-day forecast. But overall, temperatures are gonna be really nice and warm by Saturday with temperatures into the mid to upper 50s. So.
All right, well, thank you, Noah, and thank you all for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you right back here next week and later tonight for News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 p.m.
The Tops are going bowling, and News 40 is bringing you the action. Follow us on social media for all-day coverage leading to the game, and watch News 40 Sports at 5, 6, and 10 for highlights from Charlotte. WKU Bowl coverage powered by Jago Homes.
Something happens to Santa when he ends up on Miss Claus' naughty list.
A spanking. A spanking.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40 because local matters.
Hi, Paul.
Meet Opie Taylor. He's dramatic. A dreamer.
I wish that I get a B in arithmetic.
But most of all,
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
He's devoted to Dad. It's Andy and Opie on The Andy Griffith Show.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
My hair was orange, falling out in clumps. I was shocked. I have to cut it all off now.
But you tipped $50, thanked him, and said that this was exactly the color that you wanted.
Hot Bench. Judge Rachel Juarez. Judge Michael Corriero. Judge Jodit Tewalde. 3 judges, 3 opinions, 1 verdict. This is Hot Bench.
Your Honor, this is case number 3, Ostreicher versus Wilkerson.
Thank you, Officer Montejano. Ms. Ostreicher, you are here today suing your longtime hairstylist, Mr. Wilkerson, for a hair coloring session that you claim not only damaged your hair, but left you with an irreparably damaged scalp line and hair that you say will take at least 10 years to grow back. And so you're seeking not only a $500